Welcome to WIP Roundup project number 2. I am going to have Anthony come and pick a project for me today. He is awake, and I am going to see if he'll come over and pick a project that I can work on for the next 24 hours and see what kind of progress I can do. Yesterday's project was kind of a dud to start the month with, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm not going to pre-pick these. I really am going to let Alex or Anthony pick my project bags through the month. So whatever they hand me is what that day's project is going to be. Hopefully it works out okay. Yesterday's project was just fine because I ended up frogging it, and it gave me an opportunity to work more on the project that I was still working on to finish off my week of for my episode that went up. So I am going to have Anthony come over. I am going to have him pick another project. I'll talk to you about the project. I'll work on it for 24. I'll work on it for about 24 hours. It is Friday night, the 1st, and so I'll work on it through the 2nd, and then we'll get it uploaded. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to try to get these uploaded in the evenings, but if there is a project that I feel that I could work on through, then the episodes may go up at a later time, like later in the night or in the next morning, because my goal is to get some of them done. Like, I have a few of them that I really think if I just worked on for a day, I could get them finished. We'll see how that goes. Let's see what Anthony chooses for project number 2. All right, here he comes. Can you pick one for me today?
Mm-hmm.
Pick a project, any project. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Is this pressure? Ooh, people haven't seen this one before. Nobody has seen this one. This will be exciting. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Oh, you guys, this is a project that I kind of cast on in secret. I'm gonna get rid of this cord because it makes me jiggle the camera. So let me just tell you a story. Have you ever seen a project that somebody had done and you just knew you needed to do that? Like, you were prepared to just drop everything and cast that on and have one of your very own. So we have this customer. It seems so odd to call some of these folks customers because it is a community at this yarn shop. So we have this member of our community, and she came in wearing, oh, hi little bug. Are you coming up here? Come on. Come on. There we go. She came into the shop wearing this sweater, and I was like, holy smokes. I hadn't seen anything like it. And it's something that just screamed Tonya. So I asked her what it was, and she told me. And if you guys remember this summer, if you're new here, then you probably don't remember. But my local group, and I am petting a dog in my lap right now. She's quite pleased with herself. My local yarn shop that I go to, I have 2 really fantastic yarn shops that are super close. Like, I'm really blessed to have both of these knitting shops so accessible to me. But these 2 yarn shop business owners are just dynamite people, and they both are so focused on building this community. And so they decided to do a knit along together. And so there were, I don't even remember what the number was. I want to say it was in the upper 20s, but we all did a Poof. and there's a Poof sweater. There's a Poof cardigan. I know there are other things that people did, but it's this absolutely gorgeous fade. And I had a fade dyed for me by Mandy over at Mouse Witch Yarns. And she sent me this gorgeous, gorgeous fade, and I made the Poof cardigan. So when I was talking to this member of our community, she called it the turtle poof. I will put in a picture from Ravelry, but it's called the turtle poof, and it has a great big cowl neck. It just screams comfort. And the picture on Ravelry was just a two-tone, like the top part of the sweater is one color, and then like down near your belly button you change colors, if I'm remembering correctly from Ravelry, and it's just two colors, two solids, the top and then the bottom. And the way that this person had done theirs was just like when we did the Poof cardigan and sweater, and it was a fade, like this gorgeous fade. And I was like, I need to do that. And I started pulling yarn off the shelf, and I was like, I can't not do one of these. I couldn't pick one fade set. I was unable to choose one fade set. And so I bought two. I bought two different fade sets, and I cast my first one on, and I have the second one sitting over there, which I'm planning on it being one of my 12 cast-ons of Christmas, because this project, okay, so I have it in this project bag, so you can see through it. I got this at my local yarn shop. Oopsies, what was that? Little bug, what was that? Did you guys hear that hit? I have no idea what it was. Inside of this project bag is a smaller one, a smaller bag. And these in here, I'm keeping the two colors that I'm working with currently. And so that's how I've got it separate. Now, we're gonna go through all of these colors, but let me just tell you that this is being done on a US 9? No, a US 10. Do you know how fast that's gonna go? So, oh, you guys, here is my progress. Here is the great big stretchy cowl neck. Lily, I can't do this with you. Little bug. I'll put this on. Oh, you guys. Yeah, this is gonna be so amazing. So I've done the cowl, and I've started on the actual top here. Ooh. Yeah, so this is gonna be the top of the sweater. This is the neckline, and that's how you start. I want to say it was like 9 or 10 inches of ribbing on a US 10. Oh, okay. So this is how far I have gotten currently. Got all the ribbing and a couple inches of the yoke done. And color-wise, these are, and is anybody else like this? When I am working on a project, I like to have all of the yarns, all to be the same dyer, the same company. Am I the only one that's like that? I can't be the only person that's like that. So this is by Sweet Tea Yarns, and this Sweet Tea Yarns did a trunk show where they just sent this amazing wool to our yarn shop, and it was there for a limited time. So the two colors that I started with, and I have written down the yardage. They are 120 gram balls is what the label says. Now I weighed them and they weren't quite 120 grams, but that's okay. I did write on there. This colorway, it's called Speak Now. And it is by Sweet Tea Yarns by Holly Klein Designs. So that is the label. And here, the other colorway, and I'll pull these out for you in just a second. This one is on their sweet sock base, 75-25. And yeah, okay, so here you go. Sweet tea, and this one's called Peony. And the colors, what they actually look like. This is Peony. And this is Speak Now. Isn't that beautiful? So these are the two colors I'm starting with. Now let's look at the colors that are upcoming. And these are all by the same dyer, but I will give you the colorway names. This one is called Lilac. And I know that the camera looks like it's blowing it out, but it really is got that much, that much white in it. I don't know if this is helpful at all. So let's see here. So that is Lilac. And then we have, this is Raindrop. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this somewhat organized so that I'm able to. And you guys, these last few months, like when I saw this project, it was one of those projects that I was like, I need to drop everything and start this right now. And there was no stopping me. I needed to do that. And I've just been so busy these last few months that I haven't got to work on this nearly as much as I wanted to. And then I have, this one is called Whirlwind. And I will try to get a picture of these all in the order that I will be putting them into the sweater. I may already have a picture of that. I just have to go back in my photos because I needed to remember. So I'm pretty confident that I took a picture of them in the order that I wanted to put them into this top. And then we have, goodness gracious, Tonya. This one is called Tidal, like a tidal wave, not like a title for your name, or the title for your car. Tidal, like a tidal wave. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you for bearing with me. That way I can stay somewhat organized. If I just start pulling stuff out and not keeping it organized, then the aftermath after I turn the camera off is just next to unbearable. Oh, and I think this one is my favorite. And I am going to put this one at the bottom of the sweater. And this one is called Mercury. And it's not showing up nearly as dark as it actually is. It's a nice dark purple. Like the base of this color is a dark, not dark, it's darker than it's showing up on the camera. Oh, yeah. So anyway, these are the colors that I am putting into my first turtle poof. I do have yarn, wool in a second project bag for another one of these, because I couldn't choose between the two sets, and looking at this garment, I knew I was gonna want more than one. So needles, I have a couple needle sizes in here. I am using my US 10s 40-inch, and then I also am gonna need the 16-inch likey. Is that how you guys say it? Anyway, I really like my driftwood. So that's what these are, my likey driftwood. And then chow goo. You just can't, in my opinion, go wrong with chow goo. Now, I also tend to stick with fixed needles. I do have some interchangeable sets, but I tend to stick with fixed needles. So I am gonna put some effort into this one just because I'm so excited to have this done. It's on a 10. I'll show you guys again where I'm at with it. I will put a progress keeper in here. I'll put a progress keeper in here so you guys can see how far I get in the next 24 hours-ish. All right, see you guys in a minute. It'll just be a minute for you. All right, let's see how I did on this turtle poof. So when you guys saw it yesterday, I was right here. Look at how much I've gotten done. I feel pretty good with that. Considering I was at knit night last night and I was hosting the bingo, so I didn't get hardly any time to knit. But I'm going to move this progress marker. I did get a picture of all of the colors together, so I will insert that. I don't know if I will have done it yet, but I did get pictures of all of the colors in order of how I'm going to put them into this turtle poof. So let me get this stitch marker closed up. There we go. I'm going to get this put back in the bag. Have Anthony put it back on the shelf for me. Look at that, you guys. I think that fade looks so lovely. And then I'm going to take a look at what he pulls off the couch next. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So Anthony, hi.
Hello.
Has picked the project. I've worked on it. We're gonna put it back on the WIP wall, but he found a hole in the bottom of my bag. So we're gonna put it inside this bag. Would you grab the other handle, bud? Just set it in there. We could turn it so it's going the same direction. There we go. And then put it on the WIP wall. Any spot will be fine.
Any spot?
Any spot on the WIP wall. All right, thank you. Can we go pick another one?
Can I pick another one?
Yeah, would you pick another one for me?
Yes.
Thanks.